dudes, today we are playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines clan quest mod. We have a mission, a task set to us by the spawn of the two-faced god. Or, you know, trees and Jeanette. Mostly trees. And it's to go into these sewers, find a special locked fence thing, go through it, and then go to the Ocean House Hotel and find an item of the spirit who's haunting it. So we can, like, exercise it. Now, I'm probably gonna fast forward through this bit because this section is masterfully crafted. It scared me forever whenever I first played it, but it's been many, many times since then. And once you know all the cues, and more importantly, that nothing can really kill you unless you're unlucky or uncautious, it gets a lot less scary. Hey, hi, Jeanette.
I see you. How odd. I was just having naughty thoughts about you. You made quite an impression earlier. Did you come up just to cheer lonely little me?
All of my selves are intoxicated with you? Yeah, we want to be nice to her. As nice as possible.
Really? Do I often pogo stick through your thoughts wearing nothing but a smile? Be honest. Or don't.
Like bingo without the chips.
Therese is out making a show of how well her lips fit on the pants seat of the Camarilla. Did you happen to find her chastity belt or something?
I have a bauble for her.
Ooh! Can I see it?
Only for the eyes of your sister.
I'm not just some silly doll, you know. All my life, my sister's made me out to be a joke. She told you I was an embarrassment, didn't she? That I couldn't tie my shoes, let alone hold on to something for her. Is that it?
Okay, so we can give it to her, or we can tell her that she means nothing to us. Let's go for the number 2.
She's always belittling me. She's the smart one. She's the favorite. She's the successful one. Well, it's not fair. I'm not a fool. This club's success is just as much my doing as it is hers.
My heart is open, but your hand will not contain your desire.
Do you understand what it's like to have your own flesh and blood ripping you apart on a daily basis for 2 lifetimes? Can you?
Your sister and none other, harlot.
Fine, you hold on to it. Since you were so willing to brave that big spooky place for my darling sister, how about doing a teensy tiny favor for little troubled me?
Yeah, what can I do to amuse you?
Do you know Gallery Noir down the street? I happen to know there's a charity event being organized there. Lots of influential Santa Monicans slithering in for token appearances. But there's one thing they don't know. The whole event's been set up by a kindred trying to establish their own power clique in our city. And we can't let that happen, can we? So I need some brilliant young upstart to spoil the milk.
What dastardly deed for this shattered mind?
I promise this won't take long. Take this knife. Give the paintings in the gallery a good slashing. Don't get caught, and don't turn it into a massacre. And steal the charity box, would you? Buy yourself something velvet.
Flashing is now my existence.
I'm sure Therese will be thrilled to honor your agreement when you get back. But in the meantime, get to the museum and ruin those paintings. Then pay me a visit. I want to hear all about it. Hurry up. I can only amuse myself for so long.
Yeah, no canvases will escape my blade.
Oh, and there was something about the paintings. What was it? I can't remember. Oh well, have fun, Declan.
Yeah, it's really a creepy painting. Very creepy. We will not, in fact, be going to slash the paintings right away because it leads to like a little mini boss fight that's like can be tough. And so we want to wait until we're more powered up before we take it on. Which means next thing is to do the Thin Blood quest. And that starts at the Surfside Diner where E met Lily.
What'll it be, honey? Is that a trick question?
Thin Blood. Do you know these words?
Thin blood. Sounds familiar. Is that one of those tropical diseases?
Yeah, where did those words enter your brain from?
I know I've heard that before.
The pale, pretty flower girl muttered them, perhaps?
Oh, that girl. Nice girl. First decent human being I've seen in here for years. Not like all the junkies and crazies I normally see. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah, weird. She left a tip, but she didn't order a thing. Yeah, she looked so hungry, too. Just sat there all night with a full glass of water in front of her, talking about this and that. She seemed lonely, a little scared, so I let her stay in the booth until we closed. She left some stuff here. You seem to know her. Why don't you give it back to her if you run into her?
But the flower girl is so close. Ah, she cannot come, so I will deliver them. So we know where Lily is, or at least that she's close. The more I play this and dissect the Malkavian dialogue, the more I'm in awe of just how perceptive / psychic we are. Like, we're amazingly psychic. Okay, and we got Lily's stuff and in it as a bail bond. So we're gonna go to the bail bondsman and look him up on his computer. We're also gonna pick up a bounty for the hunter on another quest.
Hope you've slipped into something comfortable. I know I have. If you're
Give him by
Welcome
this guy,
to Kilpatrick 24-hour bail bonds. My name's Arthur Kilpatrick. How can I help you?
Are you the key master?
Huh? Oh, I see what you're yapping about. Yeah, I guess you could call it that. Keymaster, huh? Might be worth trying. Arthur Kilpatrick, the Santa Monica Keymaster. Yeah, I don't know, it sounds kind of like a bad horror movie.
Hunting bounties sounds exciting.
You betcha. I used to do some bounty hunting back in the day. Takes a good solid set of brass balls. Pardon the expression, Missy, but it takes balls to be a good bounty hunter.
Does your hunter have good balls of brass?
Yep, damn good. His name's Carson, and he's great at what he does when he wants to do it. I can't seem to find him now, though. He's pissing me off, to be honest. I need him to go find someone.
Maybe I can find him.
Well, I don't feel right cutting Carson loose just yet. We go way back. I knew his father, too. Tell you what, since I'm stuck here, why don't you go look for him? Just real quick. I'll pay you for your time.
I'll dig up this hunter of
Great.
bounties.
I suppose the first place you should look is his apartment in Santa Monica Suites. Apartment 1, I think it is. Maybe you'll find something there to let you know where he's got himself to. Here's a key card. That'll let you in.
I'll bring him back, my jolly little jailbreaker. And we can also look up Virgil Crumb, which is the driver's license the Asian vampire dropped. So it's the quest for Knox, the golden ghoul. So we found out that Virgil Crumb is in the morgue. So we gotta go to the hospital and check that out. And we found out Rolf Toten, Lily's sire, put up a car as collateral. And it's this guy right here. And we find out that Lily is trying to break into the blood bank, or tried. So we're gonna stop by Santa Monica Suites. Well, actually, we should just go to the hospital because we need to grab some painkillers for Mercury and give them to him.
Please, wait your turn and you'll be seen.
My friend is in need of the gifts that I'm bearing.
All right, go on back.
Flame shroud and the moon is melting.
The moon is melting, apparently.
Please, get a doctor. My insides. It hurts so bad.
I'm sorry, miss, but you're going to have to wait outside like everyone else. No exceptions.
A saintly little morsel is teetering on death's razor edge.
Are you sure you're in the right place? Psychiatrics are on the 3rd floor.
My vision is as clear as a muddled rainwater.
I have no idea what you're talking about. And to be honest, I don't have time to figure it out. I'm the only doctor here right now, and we have twice as many people as usual waiting for treatment.
But the little angel is sliding further into that great black abyss.
Listen, I think you're telling me about that girl over there, and I hear you. But right now, I have a man with a bullet hole in his head, and he needs me more than she does. Just stay with her and make sure she doesn't go into shock, and I'll be there soon.
Okay.
How are his vitals?
Can someone call my grandma, please?
Taste my blood and become mine. Your flesh mends.
Who are you? Oh, what did you do? What did you do to me?
Words would be a perilous poison. Farewell. Now let's go blackmail the doctor that's treating a man for a gunshot wound. That's always
I
fun.
told you, I will get to you when I can. Please take a seat.
Your malpracticings will interest your wife.
Are you trying to blackmail me? You don't know who my wife is. She wouldn't believe you. Now get out.
Perhaps Trina and Paige should trade doctor stories.
Wait now. What do you want?
$75.
But I'm in the middle of something. I'll have to drop it off later. Now never speak to me about that again.
Drop my simoleons over the place of pawns. Farewell.
If I could only rest for a second.
Okay, let's go down to the basement.
You next up for the needle? Your donation could save a life, you know. Oh, but isn't it a little late for altruism? I don't think you're here to give blood at all. I don't buy it, Betty. I bet you're here to take blood. Am I right?
Does the Pope wear a funny hat?
Right down to business. None of this pretend I don't drink blood shit. Very refreshing to find a decisive customer. I respect that. So, what'll it be?
I need to enter this bloody
Employees
fortress.
only. Them's the rules of the queen bitch herself.
And the Dark Daughter is giving me
She
her blessing.
did, huh? Queen bitch told me never to let anyone back there. I remember her repeating it over and over in that cold, pretentious voice of hers.
Contact Her Majesty and face the truth.
Opened.
My inner child thanks you for opening the candy store.
Just Bunsen burner. What am I doing here? Maybe I should cook up some snacks.
Okay, and we'll eat him. And yeah, drops the password. You can also go into one of these rooms. Which room is it? Not that one. Is it this one? Let's learn the password from here. Now we go into the freezer.
Hunger. I need it. A drop of it on my tongue, sliding down my throat. The hot flash in my brain lighting up my body. I can smell it everywhere. Blood.
Ah, lost little sickling flower.
Let me go. It's painful, like I'm going to die. It's calling. Never felt like this before. Let me go. I can smell it. I have to have it.
I'll free you from this fox's den, little flower.
You don't look well at all. Oh, sweet mother of God!
Yeah, the eyes kind of go crazy there. Well, not just there, but especially there.
The heat. It's never been so satisfying. All of it. I drank until I heard his heart stop, and I was sucking on a dry, dead artery. It was euphoric. But I've killed him. I've never killed anyone before. What happened? What came over me?
You wore the mask of the beast.
Beast? What is that? Why couldn't I stop myself? Why did it feel so right?
You are not the darkness you wear.
I tried to steal some blood. I heard they sold it. I was hungry, and I can't hunt in town. They caught me, and I was trapped. Thought I'd never escape, but I killed a man. I have to get out of here.
Are you the beautiful sickling flower?
Flower? My name's Lily, if that's what you mean.
You are the flower of he that comes before F and G.
E? You know E? How do you know E?
I was following the thin blood and it led me to
I tried to tell E about his condition, but he was so furious at me for what I'd made him into, he wouldn't listen. A thin blood, from what I've been told, is a vampire whose blood is weaker than most.
Continue.
Rolf, my sire, told me some vampires consider thin bloods a bad omen and want them destroyed. Rolf wasn't a thin blood, and apparently I am. I don't know why. Rolf abandoned me. His group wouldn't take me in. They said I was a liability. He left me with so many questions, and I did the same thing to E, but I didn't want to leave E. He forced me out of his life. I should go. I have to get out of here. Maybe out of the city. Soon.
Yes, all the flies should flee. I must fly, little flea.
Wait, you said E mentioned me. What did he say?
Seek your own truths on the beach.
I'll go see him. Thank you.
The blood on your lips will leave stains on his cheek. Farewell.
Oh, about tonight, what I did? Please, don't tell E. It's not my fault. I couldn't control it. I've never done anything like this before. I'm no killer.
But payment for my silence,
I
little
don't
flower.
have anything to give.
Cash money when next we meet, or I tell your lover of your maniacal murder. Yeah, I guess our humanity's so low that we can't offer to keep it a secret.
Why'd you have to go and let that bitch out? There's one less bill in the world now. Why'd you have to let her go and eat him, huh? Now I'll never get to do in that bastard myself. Well, you know what? No blood for you. No more!
Well, we can make him burst out into hysterical laughter to get away with it, but no. We're gonna offer to replace Lily.
Now that you let that one go, I have to go out and find someone else to fill the chair. But it's kind of chilly out, and now that my co-pilot's been devoured, I'm flying solo. I need a new body. Find another donor and I'll whip up a fresh batch.
Where can I find another little blood bag?
The bitch who owns me and this place runs the asylum. Lots of young, stupid blood there. Not like the putrid, stinking, vagrant blood we so often get. Don't shed any at the club, though. No. The missus, she don't appreciate it.
I will look in the house of the shattered. Farewell. And while we're here, we're gonna go look in the morgue, which is conveniently through this little hole. Oh, let me in. Oh, we're glitching. We're glitching hard. Okay. And we got a Foxy Boxes key. And we are done with the hospital. Well, for now. Next, we go give Mercury his pain pills and look in Carson's apartment. And we find out that he's hiding out in a tattoo parlor. Have some numb juice.
Oh, holy Christ, I needed that.
You might as well go complete the Gimble quest next. The Santa Monica quest order is very elegant. Like, not to say they all aren't, but Santa Monica in particular. Yes.
Hello? Might I speak with Mr. McGee?
No. Can you solve the mystery of missing McGee?
Well, I'm not sure. I had an appointment with him a few days ago, but he never seemed to show up. Do you know when he'll return?
Report about this rendezvous.
Well, Mr. McGee was going to be doing some modelling for me. Medical reference for the work that I do here in the studio. It's a shame, really. The proposition would have been quite lucrative for him.
Perhaps I could pose for this peep show, and can't help but notice, Garbo, that you're pretending to talk on the phone. Like, there's nothing really there.
Why, yes, that sounds delightful. Perhaps you could come down to my studio and we can sort out the details. I'm at the end of Main Street, small basement studio. The sign says Gimble's Prosthetics. Just ring the buzzer and I'll let you in. Very good. And might I say that you have the most colourful way of saying things. Very interesting dissection of the language. Well, anyway, speak with you soon.
I color the world with the hues of my madness. Farewell. And yeah, I guess we don't have any guarantee that Gimble isn't just another one of our many personalities, or the voices in our head. After all, we were pretending to use the phone, so no way it could have come from that. But I think, and this might have changed, but the Plus patch enabled you to use Gimble as the replacement for Lily. So that's what we're gonna try to do. You just gotta ask him about his life until he reveals that he, you know, cut off his own arm.
Oh, right. I'll buzz you in.
Hello! Welcome to Gimble's Prosthetics and Medical Supplies. You're here for the modelling job? Good. You seem to have rather well-developed limbs, if you don't mind me saying so.
Tell me your name.
Oh, yes, forgive me. My name is Gimble. Stanley Gimble. But, oh, dear, let us dispense with formalities. You can call me Stan.
Tell me of your life.
Me? Oh, I'm just trying to make things a little easier for those who find themselves disadvantaged. Giving a helping hand, you might say. A leg up. Bloody clever, that one.
What of your own lopped off limb?
Oh, you mean the arm. Yes, that's an interesting story, if you've got the time for one.
Tell me of your life.
Well, you might say I have a certain love affair with the human anatomy. An obsession, really. Prosthetics seemed a natural occupation in which to, focus my enthusiasm, as it were.
One man's obsession is another's tuna casserole.
Well, I came to realize that I would never truly reach mastery in prosthetics without knowing what it was like to have to use one.
I see a stumpy conclusion to this tale.
And so I decided, quite out of the blue actually, to cut off my own arm. My work, as you can well imagine, has quite improved since then.
But the Santa Monica morgue has limbs and body parts for free.
Oh, that's wonderful!
Queen, where all is
A Vandal will receive you with pleasure. And that gets rid of Gimble.
Huh? Oh, hey, help! You gotta get me out of here, man. This guy's a freaking nut job.
Who, Gimble?
Who, Gimble? Yeah, Gimble. That guy's been taking pieces off of me and McGee over here for the last 3 days. He's crazy, man. Freaking crazy.
I mean, ditto.
Thanks, man. You're a lifesaver. I wasn't sure I was gonna make it.
Here's Johnny.
Ha ha ha, that's funny. Cut it with the Carson jokes, will ya? In case you didn't notice, this ain't exactly the Tonight Show down here.
Kilpatrick, the Keymaster, sent me.
He did? Oh man, that's solid. I owe that guy big. I hope I can figure out a way to get him back for this.
He has more bounties.
What? Oh no, man. No, not for me anymore. Look at my hand. Gimble took my trigger finger for a trophy. I'm all through with this business. I hate to leave Arthur in a lurch, but that's just the way it is.
I shall tell him this troubling truth. Farewell.
Thanks again. Don't worry, I'll take care of old Stumpy here.
Get the black ones for the red one when you return. See, that worked out great. We didn't even lose humanity. Like, we didn't have a net loss of humanity since we gained some for freeing Carson. Although, what is our humanity at? 5? And then we're gonna quickly stop by Kilpatrick's and tell him about Carson and get another quest from him, which will lead us back to our apartment, which will let us check our email, which will lead us back to the hospital. It's all nicely laid out. And if you know the order, you can do it with the fewest loading screens possible.
What's shaking?
If you're new to town or just new
Yeah, the hunter's not coming back.
What? Ain't coming back? What do you mean he ain't coming back?
His itchy finger is a crazy trophy.
Man, that's a tough one. Bounty hunter ain't no good without his trigger finger. Well, hell, that really leaves me in hot water, boy. Gonna cost old Arthur real good.
Maybe I can hunt a bounty for you, Keymaster.
I got this guy with a sheet a mile long, put in on 3 warrants. His girlfriend put up for the bond, and now he missed the court date. I can't get in touch with either of them. Want a job?
Sing me a song, rotund one. Yeah, give me gold for the brass-balled hunter.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Here you are.
Many thanks.
All right, come
Jello
back when you got
Junkie.
some info. Thanks in advance.
Let's read our email and find out that LaCroix wants us to steal back some werewolf blood. So, you know, werewolves aren't found out. And we'll tell Kilpatrick where Muddy went. The dirty one has deserted the lady.
Alright then. I'll have to call in some bounty hunters to help me find Muddy and a couple of other jumpers. Thanks for all your help.
Thank me in the pictures of presidents.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. Here you are.
Remember to like if you liked it. And subscribe for more Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.